Alright guys, this is our weekend repairs. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've done one, but well, why not, right? Things been a little weird, but I'm almost at that 1,000, so we're going to be selling a couple cars, so that's what this weekend repair is all about. We're going to be selling our Terra Scorcher vintage, this 80s version, and our MO3. So we're going to start with this. We'll do some before and afters. So while we're wrenching, we're going to clean it all up and get it ready to go. I'm probably not going to do a whole lot to the body. I'll just clean it up a little bit. It's in really decent shape. And the driver guy is still in there. It's got all the stock Futaba electronics and everything. I'm going to leave it all in there in case somebody's got a Futaba controller. I'm looking just to clean up. You see the inside's really clean. This wasn't run much. It was run, greased, and then put up, and you see the grease just kind of collected over the years. I'm not going to get new tires. These tires are getting there. They're starting to show some cracking and whatnot, but I'm not going to try and source those. I'll just add cost, but I will clean them up and WD them and get them going. So yeah, so we're just taking the few of these apart, and then you'll see a bunch of photos of the before, and then I'll have it apart and we'll do an after. But it should be cool. Like, even this is in good shape. Looks like the driver guy cracked right there. Maybe I'll try and mend that with a little shoe goo or E6000, just because look at that, it's just falling apart. This stuff's brittle. You know, maybe, I don't know. I'm not buying anything for it, but I was hoping to turn it into a runner, you know, because this is one of those ones as a kid I wanted. And it's got everything, and it's in really good shape. But it is what it is. I got a line on a new car for the station or the channel, but it's not a Tamiya. It's a nice rig. I'm trying to work out a deal right now, so this is part of it. I gotta sell a couple cars and do what I gotta do. So I'll be right back. I might leave this part in there because it looks really clean inside, and just get the bulkheads taken apart. We'll see. I'll be back in a minute. So we're gonna try something a little different, different camera, so I can take pictures while we're doing this. Like I said before, we're gonna tear this apart, clean her up, and get her down the road. So I'm not sure where I left off. I went and had dinner and stuff. So I'm looking. So far, I found one broken piece. You can see there. So I'm gonna have to buy that, and then missing the one collar for the anti-sway bar, or anti-roll bar, or whatever you want to call it. So, but yeah, it's a cool car though. Probably gonna. I don't know enough lineage on this. I'm not sure if there's a re of it. I know this is a close relative of like your Hot Shot and whatnot. So. So my plan is to get a re that I can run at some point, but what I'm trading you know, what I'm trying to get my hands on is a completely different kind of car. Something I've wanted from beginning, the size I'm not used to getting all the way around, so be interesting for our channel. Something completely different. So, and I'm just, what I'm going to do is, like, all the ends of these, not to keep squirreling, I'm going off in different areas, but a lot of this isn't rust. You'll see a lot of that funk in there. A lot of that is just grease. That's it's like a brown grease. It's like, ever seen Cosmoline on guns? That's what it reminds me of. So it's probably just they probably greased the crap out of it. This might even been a runner. It's in really good shape for what it is. Now, anybody, after I'm done cleaning it up, there probably won't be there'll probably just be some parts to replace if you want to have this be true shelf queen. You know, like you want a new bumper, or maybe, you know. Most of these parts are in great shape. Pretty impressed, like how well it is. I might have to get some thrust or some lubricant on those. Let's just tear down tonight. If I'm lucky, I'll get it all the pieces apart, and I'll download the manual, and we'll try and use the manual, put it back together like a build. One thing about this thing is everything is bolted on. No self-tappers. It's probably a quality difference. Hopefully I don't lose no hardware. So far I'm pretty sure I haven't. So. Now, pouring out, and we still have a few leaks here and there. That's the other reason we're in this little room here. You're not even seeing me doing anything. You're probably looking at a blank screen right now. I'm just trying to get everything together. So with these, what I'm going to do is put them in a little white vinegar, and then after the white vinegar, I'll WD them. We'll call it a day. Get all the shocks off. So far the plastics seem pretty solid. They're not brittle. You know how they get. Especially those old school Tamiyas. I haven't even looked yet online, so for the parts I need, but there isn't a whole lot I need, which is cool. So I'm going to keep those together just for good measure. Depending on how long this ends up being, I might end up fast forwarding through some of it. I heard Josie mention that he did his TTO2 setup yesterday or whatnot. He's going to try and get a run on Monday for our race to 100 for the guys that are in that. And I know I haven't done anything in a while. Between fighting raindrops, springtime, building the buys, selling some of these cars and everything else, I just haven't had time. I'd rather, I mean, I know where I know what my car's at, you know, I know the setup I have and what its potential is from the poor boys, so it isn't a whole lot changed other than me putting more power to it, you know. So location is everything, and if I don't have the location, or if it's raining, even a hint of rain, it ain't gonna do me no good. No good at all. Man, I really need to get a wrench. This is crazy. Especially with all these nuts. These nuts. Some of these bolts are bent, so I want to try and replace what I can. They're in good shape though, you know, they're just bent. Not sure how that view is doing for you guys. Probably crappy. Being a pain this time, especially this whole body. I've never put one of these together or taken one apart before, so I'm just winging it completely. taking all the external plastics off using some logic. Getting the bulkhead apart. Like I said before, my goal is to leave the center section there. I mean, this won't be too bad. Everything doesn't look like it's got a ton of wear on it. And there is a ton of grease. You look how clean that is inside. Those electronics are probably perfect. The electronics themselves are probably worth more than the car. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just know those ones are barely used. It's all Futaba. And you're going to need a 27 hertz for it. So far, I haven't seen any cracking other than that front end. I dig this blue chassis. Yeah, I can't tell. I like red, white, and blue, and blue is my favorite of the three. That's crazy that the dog bone won't come out even with that off. That's interesting. Oop, we found a broken part. So that's 2 broken parts. Keep track of that and do an assessment at the end. With any luck, by Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll have this completely put back together with at least the parts I need to fix it. The plan is, if I can get the parts ordered at ASAP, I'll get it listed by the weekend. And if any of you guys are interested in this, you know, and you got the parts already, just hit me up, shoot me an email. I'd rather hook up a friend. Seriously, like, email me. It's p.reichke@rightplacerc.com. You know, check my main page. I'm not looking to really, I just want my money back is all I'm looking to try and do. I like moving these things. I don't like sitting on, you know, it doesn't do me much good sitting. You'll see what I'm seeing. So I know I've mentioned it to a couple of the guys, and I've heard other people complaining. Views are really sucking. I went down to, April was the worst month I've ever had, including a year ago, April, when I had like 200 subscribers or whatever it was back then. I mean, I'm at 18 months, and it's taken me 3 months to get the last 100 subscribers. That's crazy. So, but hopefully with this video we'll be there. This will be the one that can put this over. At least that's my hope. I need some snippers. Huh. That was the only thing that's holding it in there. Cool. That's really smooth. I'm going to take a look inside there, but I might not take the whole thing apart. It's really smooth. I mean, there's grease caked in this whole thing. They really took care of this, grease-wise. So, and look at that label. Bucci 540 SH RS. So this might not be a standard silver can. I don't know enough about it. You guys tell me. So just want to get that front bulkhead off, and then any of these extra little pieces that I think are necessary. It's looking, everything else looks okay. So far we've got the rear bumpers, mounts broken, the front, what do they call them, shock towers, and the sway bar. It's the only thing. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll start tackling that front end. Actually, let me take these two off first, and we can get the front end off, and then we can split the parts and start bring back a bucket. And I know it's a mess, but the way I look at it is I got to put it all back, and I got to get these things scrubbed. So. Again, looking to sell, I'm not looking to keep, so anybody that's interested in this, I'm talking cheap. You know, it won't take much for me to move it, especially without having to pay eBay fees. That's like 15% right off the top. You know, you'll pay less, and I'll give the same amount. Anyways, this one off. This is the side that's broken. That's why I stopped doing the front earlier. Look at my poor photo booth. See, that's okay though, because this got a little wet from the rain. So you put a new one on top whenever we need to do that. Could make it green, could do whatever, you know. That was my thought with it. Simple is always best. Doesn't have to be. I mean, I worked in at Kodak and we did real green screen, you know, with the old film and all that stuff. My lab had a area for that. It was kind of neat. It was old school. I had nothing to do with that part, but it was in the same section, and it was cool. Anyways, not to mumble. So, might as well, you know, ramble a little bit. So, almost there. It's a cool car. Almost wish I wasn't selling it, but oh well. What are you gonna do? That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. Whoop, looks like we might run out of space. Perfect timing. Alright guys, we let this soak for a little while. Now it's time to get a little elbow grease on it, and then we'll finish taking them all apart. Now, I use, looks like I might have to replace those springs. I got some floating around, so I use Dawn, that's it, because that's the only thing worth using. We use that in the hemp curing process too. Dawn is a special thing. Be much better, and you gotta stick with the real Dawn, or otherwise you can do some damage on your stuff. So this is just a quick clean, soak. So I'll be doing this a little while. I'm not sure how much longer I'll make this video. There's already like 25 minutes of video footage before I cut it down, so we might end this sooner than later. I have some replacements for some of this stuff. It doesn't come out good, but I think it will. You can see it loosening up from the soaking. And the toothbrush is coming real handy. It's a brand new one, right out the box. So far everything's working, nothing's broken. My next thing would be there's a little stress crack, or stress, see the lighting in there. That's generally stress. Not much I can do about it. I'm not sure how much running this will ever do, but somebody might want to run it. I'm not though. Just recouping some of the money I spent on my buy deal. So, and I will be doing these too, cleaning them up. Probably mostly WD to reduce some of the. See, it's cracked. I'm not, you know, there's some minor discolor, there's some crack, and I'll do what I can to not make it worse. But if you're just going to be on a shelf, I'm not sure how much that matters. Just get the idea. You'll see me just scrubbing away at this. So, Tuesday, I think I'll leave Tamiya Tuesday will be the rebuild and where we're at with this. You know, it'll be a shorter video, not no half-hour long one like this guy. But yeah, doing good. Our farm stand's kind of open. We're cleaning out a lot of the stuff from the move and all that, having barn sales and yard sales. I'm sure you've seen it where we're ripping it, or if you watch any of our other videos, you know, whatever that's worth. Man, they clean up nice. Anyways, I don't mind scrubbing. When you're all done, I'll have the before and after photos, and then I'll link this if I don't, again, anybody that's interested in this car, just shoot me a text, man, or email me. I don't get on Facebook that much. It's more of an aggregate type of situation. I don't like their policies, or, you know, I don't like YouTube's either, but they're a lot more, it's the freest platform other than maybe X, I don't know, in terms of letting a person be a person, or whatever. So we'll even the bearing. Now, like I said before, the drive travel is real nice. I'm sure I'm going to split it. I'll split it just to make sure there's grease in there, but I don't see the sense in taking it apart and moving grease when it's running really smooth. Lots of grease, guys. Whoever drove this likes grease. That's a good thing. It means that this is a lot easier. And I'll probably let this soak another hour and then get back at it too. But hopefully you guys dig. Like and subscribe and all that. And I couldn't do this without all you, especially my subscribers. I mean, we're at that. All you guys know who you are. But we're at that 982, I think, this morning. So 18 more subscribers. Help a brother out, you know. Get those last 18. And check all these guys out. Works our new guy, First Time RC, Dad said he got, somebody asked about it, so maybe they're going to let me finally go through. I still think that when you get that last 100, they kind of sit there and sift through your stuff and decide whether you're ready or not. You know, like Larry had a lot of problems with his too. I think they made him sit for almost a year. And crazy enough where he even quit, I think. Reduced. Anyways, like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate all of you, and I'll see you when I see you. And make sure you check out our sponsors, Winter's Evening, URGENEX. You know, we got coupon codes for you guys, and you know, couldn't do it without them, or you guys. So I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay.